Hello YouTube, what's going on? It's TV Mike and I'm back with another video. Now, as in the title of the video, you can probably tell what this video is going to be about. But we're going to break down who had the most kills in Avatar The Last Airbender. Now this is only counting the immediate main characters of the show, such as Aang, Zuko, Katara, Sokka, and everyone else. I didn't count everyone in the show, but only like the main characters. As I said before, there are others that I didn't mention. So for each kill, I will be given an explanation of why I think it's a kill, and I'll be tracking the kills throughout the show. So get ready. We have Aang here. He will end up getting the first couple kills here. Let's just show it. So as you see now, he's going to do like a water tornado and knock two people off the boat. So let me just play through. So right now he's gonna whip out the water, and you see Zuko go flying. You see 5 people go flying, and 2 of them stay on board. Zuko will narrowly hang on, but these other 2 are going to die. Right here you can see how Zuko stayed on. He was able to hang on to the edge there. Sokka's gonna like somewhat push him off, but he'll hang on to the anchor they have there. But the other 2 play the rest of this scene. They do not come back on board, so it's likely they either were able to survive for a little bit but died of hypothermia, drowned to death, or froze. So either of them are possible. Now let's just take a look, just in case you don't believe me. Now, Antarctica is pretty damn cold. The mean average across the year is negative 33 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's around negative 10 degrees Celsius, just for a comparison. Very, very cold. And hypothermia, also a big illness where you can pretty much just like freeze yourself to death. It's like crazy. I would not wish it on my worst enemy, but yeah. So anyway, that's that. So Aang ends up getting the first 2. I'll have to keep making sure I update the kill Alright, so up next we will have Sokka actually coming in with quite a few kills, and I'll show you this little scene. You may remember it. Some of these I really forgot about until I was like looking through it, and this one I completely forgot about, but it's at one of the air temples and the Fire Nation is trying to invade, and they pretty much have to defend from the Fire Nation, but let's show it here. Also forgot to mention, Aang will also get a couple kills here. I'll show you that as well. So coming up the mountain, obviously, Fire Nation, huge army, bunch of people. We don't have to count them right now, but in a little bit I will. Alright, so right here is one of the big kills that Aang will end up getting as well. He will do a air scooter avalanche onto the Fire Nation coming up. Now, you do not see the Fire Nation soldiers actually die, but knowing gravity and how it works, they will most likely fall, like, the snow will drag them all the way down the mountain, and pretty much they will die. So you see that big avalanche, and it will show all this landing on all of them. And if you know anything about avalanches in real life, they pretty much, or landslides, they pretty much are relentless. But let's actually, I'll go back and count up how many Aang actually gets here. Give me a second. Alright, so this is obviously kind of hard to count, but let me full screen it and show you. So we got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 right there. And now there's different layers on this mountain. So we'll let this play out a little bit. So there's Fire Nation here. So that's 22 of them all right there, even though some of them are off the screen. And also probably another close to 22 people here, but we'll just count it as... So 22 plus 6, 28. We can't really count all of them. We have to go by what we know. And we don't know if there was any more people underneath that layer. So 22, and then the 6 people on the second row beneath them. So 28 people. So going back to the beginning of this episode, just a quick refresher, because not everybody remembers every episode. There was some type of gas leaking from somewhere, and what you will see here is, so pretty much Sokka and the inventor guy, I don't know his name, are going to drop the engine that is propelling the hot air balloon, into where the gas is coming out of, and it's going to make a big explosion. Gas and fire do not mix, remember that. So let me just play this out real quick so you can see. And kaboom, pretty much. So now we have to go back and count how many Fire Nation people there were close to the towers. So let me go back. Okay, so this is the last little freeze frame before the bomb goes off. So let's count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here on the corner. And then we have the 2 tank things. We could just assume there's 2 Fire Nation soldiers in them because they are kind of big at least. So these 5 and 4 here, so that's 9. And that's a pretty big explosion, so pretty much if they do not die there, I'm not like an expert in death either, but this is just using our, common sense. Why not just figure it out? And it's fun to do. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But pretty much you're going to die from the explosion, from the fire that comes with the explosion, or they're going to get knocked off the mountain and pretty much die anyway. But after this goes off, you can actually see some Fire Nation retreating. So the people that were not close to the blast probably made it out decently, but those 9 people are definitely going to die. You can see people retreating there after it. It was a pretty big explosion, but then you see there's like no mountain right here connecting to it. So we're kind of assuming that those 9 people all died. So Sokka, you got 9 kills, buddy. So next up we have coming in Appa, the big guy. My little background back here. But yeah, so he's pretty much going to kill this guy unintentionally, just get him out of the way. He's making a big scene. And they are in the North Pole this time as well. Just like the South Pole, it is really cold. And they are fighting in the season finale of season 1, where it's the Fire Nation trying to attack the Water Tribes. So let's just play this out. So Aang gets freed. Appa takes him all the way to the side, into the water. Next up, we are getting Appa back to back, so this is good. I don't remember all the seasons that these are from, but anyway, this is in season 2. I know that when Appa gets trapped as a circus animal, sadly. If anybody deserved to die in this series, it's this guy that Appa's going to kill right here. But you will see this. Appa's going to try to escape. He gets shot with fire by that. This guy is going to die here, so no worries. He's going to go flying out of there. Now, circus tents are really big and really tall, so he's definitely not going to survive that fall from there. So obviously we do not know how tall this circus tent is, but little searches on the internet can help us better understand. So I just search up how tall is a circus tent, blah blah blah. There's a tent company that actually makes circus tents. So Armbruster Manufacturing Company, 70-foot round circus tent. So going off that, I guess that's kind of like average. That may have been a bigger circus tent, who knows. And let's look at fallen injuries. One of the easiest ways. This is from I don't know how reputable the source is, but offgridweb.com. Let's go. One of the easiest ways to understand fall risk is to look at LD50, or I don't even know what that is. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. It says if you fell from 48 feet, you have about a 50% chance of survival, so that's very unlucky. And then 70 feet is obviously a lot higher, and it's saying if you fell 84 feet, that's pretty much 90%. He also got hit. We don't know what broke his fall, pretty much. We don't know if anything ended up breaking his fall, but we can just assume that he hit the road and went splat. Alright, so next up we got Aang and Katara actually coming in with 2 kills each. So as you can see here, there's at least 2 people in each air balloon. It's hard to tell down here, but it looks like 2 people right there, and who knows about that one. So 2 is the average, so you will see both of them take out a air balloon, which are like thousands of feet up in the air, and they don't have parachutes or anything, so they are going to die. Boom, pokes a big hole in the tent. Not the tent, the air balloon. That will fall. Then Katara. Oh, wait. Now, Katara also comes in riding on Appa, and we'll split that right in half. And if you know anything about physics, they are going to die. Ooh, this is also a fun one that's coming up. So Sokka actually gets this one. Remember this guy, Combustion Man? Let's just show it here. So they are in one of the air temples again. I do not remember which one, but it is on a side of a mountain that is really high up. As you can see, they are like above the clouds right there, and that's a long fall down. Anyway, but you will see what happens here. So this is Sokka right here, using the trusty old boomerang. Boom. He doesn't die there, but what you will see is he is going to try to use his fire magic. I don't know how he does it, but he will actually end up blowing up himself. Instead, the platform he's on breaks. He's falling down. Everything's falling down. He 100% dies, and due to Sokka throwing the boomerang at him, that kind of caused his death. So Sokka got another kill. Alright, so this next one is very hard to... It's a lot of numbers because a lot of people actually end up dying here. But these people actually do not die. Alright, so coming up, we're going to start counting all the deaths. So these people do not die, but as you can see, there's around 15 people here. And also in the control room for these airships, there's about 5 people in the control room. So each airship has around 20 people. Nobody dies in this. Alright, so as I said, we're going to get into it. So we got to count all these airships up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 airships. This is more of like a count-in video instead. Just so you know. So 14 times 20. Do not know on the top of my head. Actually, wait. That's like 280. That's like 280 people. I'm pretty sure. 280 people in these airships, not counting this one because everybody left and it's just occupied by Sokka, Toph, and Suki. But you will see something in a second. So as you will see here, Sokka turned all the ship that he was on to knock into all these other ships. And now another important thing to note is that they are not above the ocean or whatever body of water they were on. They are above land now and they're pretty high up. And knowing these blimp things, they blow up pretty fast. But let's just show it. They will all crash and become unworkable and then will fall. It's going to continue its little rampage, knocking pretty much every ship out. Then this is going to happen. So actually it won't be 280 because Suki is able to steal a ship that is in decent condition and get them out. So they will make it out on that ship alive. So one of the ships are still intact. So we can also pretty much say at least 20 people on that ship are safe as well because their ship didn't crash and burn. So 13. So that would be 13 ships. So that would be 260 people Sokka killed there. It was kind of worth it because they were going to destroy everything. So yeah, there's actually... couple more I need to show. Actually, just one more I need to show. So all this stuff pretty much happens at the same time around the end. Aang is going ahead and knock out the engine on the ship, and that will pretty much fall to its death. And with all these airships, all around 20 people on, you know, Fire Lord Ozai does come off of that ship, so maybe we say there's 19, so that would be 19 for Aang there. I'll show how the ship crashes. And he definitely blows it up there. So the ship will pretty much, even though it doesn't crash that fast or do a big explosion, it's still very unlikely that those people will survive. Alright, so as you can see, Sokka came out on top with the most kills in the show. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And tell me what other content you would like me to make. I have some other things in mind. Also, follow my Instagram and also join my Discord. This is what I have now. Nobody's in it except for me. I have the link in the description, so join. I'm also hoping to do more community interaction through this and some other stuff. So yeah, and yeah, so have a good day.